First, Fatina, we're going to be seeing these three crafts. Let's see if they hold true, if they play aggressive on Blood, if they play mid-shadow, which they obviously are, and if the Haven craft deck ends up being slower. So, who do you guys think will take it? Who do you guys think will win? It looks like Fatina is getting ready to go. What are your guys' predictions? Take it away.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
you know, last week Fatina didn't necessarily have such a great showing, but he was also not playing what we would call meta decks. He was playing all combo lineup last week. So this time he decided to, you know, pack some real heat. So I think I'm gonna go with him for this one. I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. And I will honestly go the opposite this time with Essia. The only reason I say that is because honestly that Haven deck looks like it's a crapshoot deck. Like if he gets a really good draw, he could win. Most likely, I don't think that it's going to draw very well from looking at it. But I don't know. Fatina's second deck, that Haven deck, is too much of a crapshoot deck for me to side with it.
Well, I'm siding with Fatina because Fatina loves dice rolls. So
That's
like,
fair.
He loves them. So
That's why he's playing Deathly Tyrant and Mid Shadow.
Yeah.
He's like, that situation is going to come up often enough to where I think I want to play it. And it definitely could in this matchup. We definitely see these matchups, these mid-range Shadow decks playing against each other going super late. And Deathly Tyrant can shine. You don't necessarily want it in your opening hand, but at least you know it's available.
Right. So we see Fatina, he's probably going to hit face and then Demon Eater. I'm pretty sure he's going to Demon Eater. You don't Soul Conversion, right? You just go Demon Eater.
I think you Soul Conversion so you can Zombie Party, and that's the only reason.
Oh, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. And yeah, we're just going to see basically the same match that we've seen several times already. Just a bunch of 2-drops running into each other. Maybe some value with some cards drawn with some Demon Eaters and Soul Conversions into some Ektar turns, which both players have access to all of those things. The only thing out of the ordinary, of course, is that Deathly Tyrant just sitting over there on the side of Fatina right now. A little spice.
Well, now, this brings up a very interesting question, and I'm very interested to know your answer to the question. The question is, if you know that everybody and their mother, their father, their brother, their cousins, their extended family, the third, whatever, okay, is going to bring Shadow, why not ban it?
So my thing is, if I was playing in this tournament, if this was like, if I was in the top 12 right now and I was playing in this thing, I would bring an anti-Shadow lineup and never ban it. Because it's a deck that I know everyone is bringing, I would just bring 3 decks that beat it, and then just run the tables, essentially. So with them not doing that and still not banning Shadow, I think it's because they know how to play against Shadow. They've played against it enough to know that, yes, it could beat them, but at least I know what I'm doing in the match. Where they're banning decks that they just don't know how to handle, like the random sword decks or, you know, the dragon decks that, you know, can always possibly win a game, like that kind of stuff. And they're just letting Shadow, because it's a known quantity, they know what to do in that matchup, and that's really it.
Okay. So, Essia deciding to evolve with this, it's going to go ahead and go face with the Soul Squatcher. So...
yeah, just setting up a good Prince turn.
Now, what is in Fatina's hand? Fatina has an Erd. Certainly he's not going to play that. He has a Serb.
No.
So he could
definitely not
play
playing
that.
Erd this turn.
Hey, man, he could be crazy. He could just be like, hey, you know what? I want you to have more board. Here you go.
Okay, this is not a bad turn. It does get rid of the Soul Squasher.
Want to go ahead and give a shout out to Side Games for their animated cards. That's right. I did it. I did it. I did it.
Shout out. Let's go. Animation. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I mean, he's got an animated. He has an animated non-wallet Serb in his hand. Okay, so
that's
like,
true. That's pretty hype.
It's hype. It's great.
And that is, I think, one of the first non-animated Serbs I've seen in a while.
Want to play?
Yeah.
Serb usually comes in the animated variety.
Yeah. I'm using the one in the deck, you know, the one that comes in the starter
Yep.
deck. That's guys
yeah,
can
me
get
too.
in Shadowverse. That's right.
That's right. Starter decks, very good value, by the way. Give you a ton of cards at great price. Plus, you get alternate art animated cards.
Yes.
So good.
That's the reason to get them, okay?
I've already
Alternate
purchased
art
all the new ones
animated
that just came out. I love me some my new animated Sybils. I got, you know, my animated Alberts. All good.
That's what's up, man. All right.
So Fatina's thinking here, like, basically just the natural grind. I want to empty my opponent's board. I want to fill my board. Like, basically, that's all Shadow's trying to do against each other is present Ektar on turn 7, and then see if your opponent can do the same.
All right. So Essia, you know, he had, you know, a bit of a dominating board position. Doesn't necessarily have one right now. I do want to point out that we're seeing a bit more Rabbit Necromancer than we've been seeing in the past.
It's true. As the other 3-drop on top of Bone Chimera, instead of Attendant of Night, instead of Grimnir, instead of any of the other things that we've seen in the past. You're right. We've seen Rabbit Necromancer a little bit more. Wait, is that a Minth in Fatina's hand also?
That is a Minth.
So he's got full combo with Deathly Tyrant. He doesn't even need the shadows.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
So to explain what Minth is, for those who don't know, Minth makes it where your necromancy costs are all 0. So the combination is playing Minth into Deathly Tyrant on like a late turn, like turn 10, well, obviously because you had 10 play points, because the whole thing costs 10 play points. And the necromancy cost of Deathly Tyrant won't, you know, it doesn't matter because it's 0. Because Minth makes it 0. So Deathly Tyrant will come out as a 13/13 and a lot. Or
just bash the face. Otherwise, it takes 20 shadows, which is a pretty staggering number.
Yeah, this man's running Minth. And Fatina he's taking a sigh of, you know, he's sighing for some reason. Like, I mean,
I think he was just really hoping he didn't see a Death's Breath, and he didn't. So he was happy about that.
Fair enough.
This head can't be taken.
Right.
Now, playing the first Ektar in this matchup isn't always the best idea, because your opponent can just answer with an Ektar and then just beat your board. And there's not really a good follow-up that Fatina has if he does answer back with one.
Now, you know, not to mention that Fatina did just take 2 damage. Okay, and the reason he took 2 damage because Rabbit Necromancer's effect is that when it dies, it does 2 damage to the enemy leader. So, yeah. You gotta be careful. Sometimes, you know, people forget that and then they kill themselves. So
actually, I didn't even count the shadows. So Demon Lord Ektar as a response isn't even that good because he's not going to get the 3 followers necessary to actually clean the board up.
Yeah.
So this is just going to be killing opposing Ektar.
Yeah, I was going to say, yes, it's both of the zombies to kill the Ektar. Which is not necessarily, you know, bad, but it's not great.
Yeah, this I feel like really puts Fatina, regardless of these crazy cards in his hand, in a huge advantage. If you see, he still has an Evolution Orb ready, and Essia is just kind of like out of steam. He's got these Orthrus like Prince Catacomb draw with Phantom Howl. Like, he has a good way to end the game technically. Like, he technically has 9 damage sitting in his hand, but getting those other 3 damage across is going to be pretty tough.
Yep. And now Fatina has built an even bigger board. So for those who don't know, Attendant of Night, when it dies, it will summon a Lich. So with a common combination of plays is to play something that will kill it, and then it will get the Lich, or force your opponent to have to trade into it so you get the Lich. So what Fatina did was he played Erd on his Attendant of Night. Erd will kill the follower and then bring it back. So not only will he get the effect of the Attendant of Night for getting the Lich, but he'll also get back his Attendant of Night.
Yep. Just a nice little tempo play.
Uh-oh.
So this is getting to Minth Tyrant turn. This is going to be won by Minth Tyrant. And it's going to happen next turn. This is so awesome.
It is pretty sweet. Because you never see this! Okay?
You never see this. I love it.
Now,
I love it.
If for some reason, I will say this, if for some reason 2 damage... oh, wait, never mind. He can't do that anymore. Never mind.
Oh,
Forgot he played the
it's
Mimi
out.
last.
Yep.
So-
Unless there's a Death's Breath, Fatina's just gonna outright win this game with that combo. That's insanity.
It is insanity.
Like, I didn't know he had Mint in the deck. That's why I thought the Deathly Tyrant was just, like, more for the grindy games. Because, as you see, there's not anywhere close to 20 shadows for Fatina's side. So, like, the Deathly Tyrant wouldn't really be that great yet. But because he has the Mint to activate it for free, good God, man. Good God, man.
Yeah. Well, we're about to see it, man. We're about to see it. Ooh, no. That's not what you want.
To be honest, even
That's not
without
what-
the combo, I don't think Essia could even come back in this game. Like, I mean, he could like try to board clear with like Phantom Howl and Coco, but he just doesn't have anything.
No.
Like, no more Ektars, no Death's Breath, like nothing.
I mean, yeah, he's in some doo doo.
Some DD.
He's in some doo doo. Fatina is praying right now. He's like, don't have a Death's Breath. Don't have a Death's Breath. Please don't have a Death's Breath. Don't have a Death's Breath.
Honestly, best play for Essia here is I would have started with the Orthrus and then ended with the Phantom Howl to clear. But this will do somewhat similar of a thing.
Oh man.
It just
He's
doesn't
like-
guarantee a kill
It
on
doesn't
that.
guarantee. Yeah. So Fatina with the celebratory, he's like, I get to do Myth Tyrant. Yes.
Yeah, this is insanity. I don't even want to see this. I do, but I don't.
What is going on with this tournament? Like,
Yeah, I know, right? Like, people just pulling out all the stops. We've got some people doing the Ephemera Phantom Howl combo. We got some people doing the Mint Deathly Tyrant combo in their Shadow decks just to spice it up a little bit.
yeah. I mean, how do you prep for Myth Tyrant other than take it to the face?
How do you
He's
even
like, yes!
react when you see Mint in the first place? You're just like, oh my god, no, don't. Oh god, no.
And that happened.
See ya!
Yeah, feels bad. All bad.
Feels great if you're the one doing it, though.
Oh yeah, Fatina's probably on cloud 9 right now.
Yeah, it's just like, I put this in my deck just for this reason. We did it, boys.
Don't let your memes be dreams, people.
Now, we're going to see if Fatina's win condition Haven deck has a chance here. He's praying. He's praying the same way I'm praying.
I have faith in you, Fatina. Don't let me down.
Let's go. Let's go. I think Essia can come back, turning it around against this Haven deck, but we're gonna see if this Haven deck has chops. If it gets one of its good draws, it does have 2 games to do it now, so it's in a better position than it would have been if it only had 1 game.
See, I'm concerned right now. You know why I'm concerned?
Yeah, like what do you do with this hand?
No,
It's
that's not why
all
I'm
bad
concerned.
versus Agrobats.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really bad. But the reason I'm concerned is because he's using fried chicken as his leader. I just
get out of here.
He's using fried chicken as his leader. I'm sorry, man.
Look, Garuda's an okay leader. Okay, he's a birdie.
He's not. Come on,
Leave
man.
him alone.
Fried
Leave him
chicken.
alone. All right. He's just a bird. He's endangered. Okay.
It's okay.
He's fine.
Sure.
He's fine.
Fried
So
chicken.
Fatina also playing interesting cards in his little series. Playing a Uriel. I don't know why you would play Uriel in a deck with Beast Calls and Sacred Pleas and stuff over something like a Prism Priestess. But you know what? Maybe he just knows what he likes. And he does what he does. He doesn't give a care.
Well, Uriel is on 4, so it does give him a 4 play, and when he's on the play. So, and it does kind of fill the same role as a Prism Priestess. Prism Priestess is more so like you play it on 3, and there are things you'd rather be playing on 3, like his Angel the Word, for instance.
That's true.
A Prison Priestess is not a card you really want to be playing on 3. So it does give him the ability to get cards for his Lion, because we saw that he's playing that too.
I guess that's fair. And it is a neutral card to pump or to Haven spell boost a Lion.
Yep.
And it gives him something to pop for the lion. Okay, alright.
See?
No lion,
No
though. No win condition lion, though.
No, no. However, I don't know, like, if he continues this, you know, along this line of his path, I think that he might be okay.
He's doing really well. He's at 18 against an Agrobats deck going into turn 5. That feels super good.
Yeah, especially
Super good.
when they are on the draw and you're on the play.
Back to the
Right.
skies.
Ooh. So, Marchair's tea time is, yeah, he's gonna definitely just Evo shoot.
Yeah,
no reason.
he's gonna. I think he might even just go face with it. Yeah, he just wants the pressure. He's got the Garuda next turn. He's got another tea time to follow up. He can go aggressive here.
I don't know. For me, I feel like making the bigger body that I know that because I know that Aggro Blood doesn't have a card that can deal with a 5/6. They would have to use a substantial amount of cards to deal with that if they had them. You know, so that would be my reasoning behind it. Like I know, if I'm playing Fatina's deck, I would know that he can't deal with the 5/6. So, but okay.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's just because it's this mindset of I need to be able to close the door as fast as I can while not dying. And that's kind of like always a permeating thought when you're playing against aggro, because the longer you give an aggro deck like Bats a chance, the more times they have to top deck just extra burn damage, extra storm damage, whatever.
I suppose that's fair.
Like here, I think he'll make the super safe play. Oh, wow, no Evo.
Yeah, he didn't Evo at all. Well, actually, you know,
I don't like
Essia
that.
could have some fried chicken. He could have some fried chicken right now. Could have some fried chicken.
I think this is a super
Essia.
easy play.
Yeah, same. So, like, Fatina not Evoing there, seems a little bit questionable.
Opening so much up.
Yeah. Just a little bit questionable. So let's say you were Fatina. What line would you have taken?
I would have just killed the bats. When you're playing against aggro bats, I don't leave them in play for specifically this reason. You got the Vampiric Fortress now, going to do you this extra 4 damage when it could have dealt you literally no damage. And now he even gets an extra bat out of it too, so... you gave a whole bunch of damage when you didn't need to.
Fried chicken, man.
And I don't know what you're saving your Evo point for anyway. It's not like you have a Priest of the Cudgel or an Ancient Lion Spirit in your hand that you need to save it for.
Well, I mean, he does have the Marchair, so he can Evo that, but...
Yeah, but same thing as last turn. He just would have in a better position. He might have actually just outright won. Yeah, this... Come on, man. What are you doing? Oh, you're making me shake here. Fatina. Like, I think he could have actually just outright won last turn had he done the Evo on the Tin Soldier. Because there wouldn't have been any Night Horde to take it out.
He might still win, but, I mean, he really gave up a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, like, he can definitely still win this game. This game's definitely not over. He's got another fried chicken in his hand. And
there you go!
He's got the Tin Soldier still in play. He's got an Angel of the Word. He's got multiple damage sources, so he's not hurting for that. It's just he's giving his opponent a way to win the game, which I don't like.
Okay, this one's all me.
What the heck is going on?
I was about to say, I really hope he doesn't play that Razor Claw.
Oh, there's another win condition.
These chicken wings will end you. That's right.
If he doesn't Evo this turn, I'm gonna flip my table over. Okay.
I don't think he's gonna be that greedy. Come on, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Tina's pretty much got the game. Yeah, it's over now.
Yeah, it's over now. He had enough stall turns to where it didn't matter. So yeah, the Haven deck it drew the right cards that it needed, and that was that.
Yeah, and a peace sign. He's like, good job, bro.
Peace. Very well played, Fatina.
Good job.
All right. So Fatina takes the win 2-0 over Essia. It was a very